was so hot and heavy and you couldn't get enough of those, aircraft out the door, that was an okay way of, approaching the business because, there was a certain size pie and it was just, what is your market share of it? All you didn't have to be faster than the bear. You just had to outrun the other guy, right? Mm-hmm. But now it's a little different. And, now what's happening is you see Boeing has made a joint venture with an automotive company. They want to control that part of the business. Not to be outdone, so is Airbus. So this industry is going to really, really change. Mm-hmm. And in order to have any hope of survival, the big seating guys, are really going to have to kick it up a notch. Being the guy that sucks less than the next guy is not going to do it. They're going to have to be as good as a first-tier supplier is expected to be for a major manufacturing company like Airbus, and, they expect a lot out of people. So I think in order for Safran to do something like that, they just really are going to have to kick it up. And I say have to do kind of like what Pratt & Whitney did. I mean, when I was, an engine shop manager for the whole JT8 fleet for American Airlines, when about every quarter they would have a customer service survey. How are we doing? Feedback. And if I didn't answer that survey, they would come hunt me down and they would talk to me walking down the hall until they got that information. I mean, they spent a lot of time valuing what the customer had to say. And then when I was at Pratt & Whitney up in Connecticut, they showed me, hey, every week we discuss you, and here's the board where we have all this list of issues, If the seating companies wanted to really turn it around, I think, get a set of leadership that knows something about seats, that really could talk turkey about them, and then could lead it into being that kind of responsive to the customer type of operation. And I think it could be turned around. I also think it'd be about a 1.5 to 2 year process too. Okay. But this thing moves slow because of offerability and all of that.
Well, thank you so much for your time, John, and I may want to stay in touch if we have any follow-up questions as we go along in this process.
Well, I'm glad to do it. I mean, I hope the company's successful. I still have friends out there, and I think there's a lot of worthy people. The lower in the organization you go, probably more worthy. And so I hope they're able to make it. I mean, Safran's a great company, and they've got the financial backing, and they just probably don't know exactly what they've gotten into, but I do wish them all the best, and I'd be glad to answer any questions or help you in any way I could.
Thank you so much. It's been really great to speak with you and really helpful. I learned a lot, so I'd love to stay in touch and wish you lots of luck.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Things are going really well. I like working for the government again. I worked for NASA and the U.S. Air Force early in my career, so I'm kind of picked up where I left off, but I'm still running my engineering consulting business. I just stay out of aerospace because that'd be a conflict of interest.
I see. And
I do some real estate as well, so I need myself going and coming, but I'm having a really good time doing what I'm doing.
Good for you. That sounds fun. Well, thank you again, and have a nice rest of your evening, and I'll follow up down the line.
All right, take care.
All right, yeah, take care. Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.